The following is a Castwave Studios production.
The Internet. The final frontier.
On tonight's episode, we discuss IGN's premiere of The Mandalorian Season 2. It's not what we were expecting. We also discuss our week in gaming, from Final Fantasy to FIFA in cars. And we also talk about the best and worst foods that we've eaten in quarantine so far. And on the Fat Check, we talk about Kevin Smith pop-up burger joint and Skittles popsicles. All this in a rousing round of Twupdate tonight on Boldly Going Nowhere.
You did good, Bubby.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I try.
Mm-hmm.
I try.
10 out of
Yep.
10.
You try.
You got 10 out of 10. Yep.
Okay.
Da, 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 da.
Yo, Dallas says yo.
Welcome
Dallas.
to Going Nowhere. It's a podcast. You listen to it with your ears.
Ears podcast listen.
This is our second podcast done from the confines of our own home
Oh yeah.
due to the Steve Carino virus.
What the fuck?
We're not allowed to say the actual name unless we want to get demonetized. So
The Steve Carino.
I don't want to get
I didn't know
demonetized.
I didn't know we were monetized. That's cute.
I mean,
but no. I rather not. I rather be safe.
we'd rather not risk it.
I rather not risk it right now.
Yeah. Yeah, no one wants that.
No.
Everyone go to
No.
our donate page. Thanks.
Link is in the description below.
Oh my god.
What,
So-
you got a shill, okay?
You do. It's part of the game.
It is. It's the name of the
Yeah.
game.
We are consumer whores.
And how?
And how?
So I don't know. Again, I just saw this today. Has anybody here seen the IGN's trailer? IGN released a trailer for The Mandalorian season 2.
No.
No, because I heard it was a troll, and I was like, "Fuck that."
Oh
Well, I
no!
don't-
Wait! Are you talking about the? It's not what I expect. Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Yep. Well, Brian, since you haven't seen it, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you right now.
Here, I got.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know what? I mean, honestly, you should suffer as we have suffered.
Oh God.
You're my best friend, Colin.
I want to take it apart when we're done, okay?
Oh, it's not that hard.
Here we go.
All right.
You have something I want.
See, I'm all hopeful.
You may think you have some idea of what you are in possession of, but you do not.
Are you ready for round 2? We need to talk.
This looks promising.
Things have gotten out of hand, and I can't clean up the mess for you. It's time for you to take control of your own destiny. You can't stay with me anymore. And I don't know how many times I've told you not to smoke in the Razor Crest. Are you paying attention? Don't even think about it.
My real father's are not.
You're lucky I'm out of carbonite.
So they just brooded.
Yeah, essentially, they teen Grooted him.
They Grooted him.
I am Groot.
Like,
Mm,
was
yeah,
this film
agree.
like, this is
Uprooted and
okay?
Uprooted and Grooted.
No, yes, maybe.
Ugh. Just awful. Just dreck.
No, for real though. Like, do you think Lucasfilms was in on this? Like,
No. IGN I probably just wanted to do it just to fuck with us.
Well, also, he's sitting there smoking, and I mean, what's today?
well, yes, but I mean, it's kind of a big deal when you take the property of like something Disney owns now and stick it on weed.
Okay. You got me there.
Like, it was like Lucasfilm, and I was like, okay, so were some of the lines ripped from the TV show? Like,
Everything in there is from season 1. Yeah.
Everything's from season 1.
okay.
Yeah.
I knew it was fake.
Lucasfilm's on there, and
I knew it was fake as soon as I saw Razor Crest. Yeah, that was fake.
I was afraid that like that planet looked like Mustafar, and I was like, "What the? Oh no! Don't."
Star Wars leaks on Reddit said anything. I'm gonna check now.
Don't do that.
I mean,
just leave it alone. Just
No.
leave it alone.
You Star Wars? I check the Reddit every day.
You check the Star Wars Reddit every day,
and you're disappointed. That's
leak Reddit.
So hold on.
Interesting.
The leak.
So Amanda.
Oh, the leaks. Okay.
Yeah.
So Amanda, correct me if I'm wrong. What is it that you've been doing recently with Star Wars? Because I know I've seen that you've been doing something with like Rise of Skywalker.
She's preaching the good word of Rise of Skywalker and how she loves it so much.
that movie was trash.
Oh, she loves it.
That movie was garbage.
Look, she's blushing. She loves it.
No, it's actually it's not on Star Wars leaks. That's weird.
I mean, see, the funny thing is that of Castwave Studios, Amanda and I are the only pro Last Jedi in the entire studio. Everyone else is shitting on Last Jedi.
One other person. No, seriously.
High five.
So here's what's hilarious. So I jumped deep into Star Wars fan base in the last 3 months through Twitter. It was very interesting, and there was someone who attended a writer's workshop that included J.J. Abrams, and this was like recorded, and it was asked what his like biggest mistake was, and he immediately mentioned Rise of Skywalker. Like, apparently there are different writing choices he would have made, and I got to see all the retcons of the art books that were released in like Korea, where they just like had to cease selling them. They were pulled and replaced with the current art book, which included, all the stuff we saw, whereas the other art book had a bunch of stuff from the previous scripts.
Right.
Was that the Trevorrow version, right?
Yes, and apparently the actors weren't told how the ending happened, and things were changed around, and now all the actors are like, what was it? Daisy Ridley was interviewed, I think, the most recently, and she was like, the love for Star Wars just kind of tanked in the last month, and she admitted it was kind of rough to see what happened, but couldn't comment on like how she felt
like
about
specifically.
It all. Yeah,
sounds like she was real deep in contract, and she had like NDA going.
And meanwhile, John Boyega, apparently he was supposed to have a bigger role in the Rise of Skywalker, but J.J. Abrams like cut it, so he's been openly like hating on J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, didn't it seem like Finn was very sparse in that film? Like, more so than he should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
he
Rey
likes
is
to
also
he likes to yell Rey's name a lot.
Rey! Like, oh god.
Anyway,
Well,
I know this is about Rise of Skywalker, but it's been
Okay.
No, it's all three.
time.
All three. He yells Rey. Rey.
What was it?
So I remember, I don't remember exactly the details that were in that art book, but I just remembered seeing some of the concept art and going, okay, that would have been way cooler of a movie.
I mean, the Trevor script was also
Right?
kind of on acid because they magically aged up Kylo Ren by like 15 years. And
I think I saw something where there was something about Coruscant, but like it was like a hollowed out, like it had gone through like war, and I was like, that's freaking cool.
Yeah, that would have been this new
that was
movie,
Star
Rise
Wars
of
13,
Skywalker,
13. I think that was the video
ignored.
game.
But Fallen Order is pretty good. You guys should check it out.
I've been meaning to.
Hey Amanda, have you seen the trending tab today? Cancel Adam Driver as
Why?
I don't know.
I haven't been on Twitter today. I just hold on.
Apparently in some article he talked about how after 9/11 he wanted to enlist, and apparently some people took that as Islamophobia.
Isn't okay.
Because it's a quarantine, it's a Monday, and they're bored.
He was a poor ass man who needed to make money, and he never even served. I think he was a Marine for 3 seconds and ended up getting honorably discharged because of an injury.
Yeah, he was in training camp. He didn't.
No, again, it's a very long story. It's just people aren't paying attention, and so to all the details, and they're just writing their own narrative.
I mean, I was thinking about enlisting after 9/11. I mean, I was on an army base, for God's sake.
Right.
My dad was in the army, so it's like, yeah, of course I'm going to follow in his footsteps. So
yeah.
Why don't I see that's trending right now?
That didn't happen. But
I don't know. Well, so Brian, this next topic I wanted to talk to you about specifically, just because, well, since you've been away from wrestling for so long,
yeah.
And Amanda, this is probably a topic for you because you're all about fighting the man and all that. I mean, it is true.
And
hey,
Sean, you're probably gonna be bored by this.
Fighting the man.
What I
and
do?
all that.
So Brian, am I correct? Is the term that's being thrown around Black Wednesday? Is that the term?
From what I understand, yes. It's not something that's been said in my circle of friends, in the business, but it's definitely it's got that name, it seems. And I am currently looking at the updated list of wrestlers that have been released as of
all right, so
Black
while you're
Wednesday.
looking at that, so apparently what happened was last Wednesday WWE laid off a good chunk of talent and writers and backstage coaches and all sorts of people, and a lot of people were wondering why this was, because they had been bragging for fairly recently that they had $500 million in reserve.
Yep.
And so
also,
the question was, why would they fire people if they had all this money? And a lot of people are speculating it's because they want to look as profitable as possible for their first quarter investor call, which is this week. Yeah, this week.
I think so. Also, keep in mind that this literally happened the day after the Florida mayor considered WWE an essential business.
Oh, professional wrestling, not just WWE, professional wrestling as a whole.
So this is for WWE and also for Impact, because they run out of Nickelodeon, or what used to be Nickelodeon Studios down in Orlando. So
yeah, but the upshot is that AEW's maybe doing one recording day a fucking month, if that.
So I think they're doing one recording day a month. I think they're set up in Tampa Bay, possibly. No, Jacksonville. I'm sorry, they're in Jacksonville, and then they're going back and forth between that and the Young Bucks compound, and they're filming stuff for Being the Elite there. I know, but then they're actually doing AEW Dynamite down in Jacksonville.
How many subsidiaries do they have? They have Next or NXT?
So they have NXT. They have and it's basically it's WWE and NXT and NXT UK. Brian, am I missing anybody else?
So Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and then NXT UK are the shows that they run.
Right. So how many in total did they lay off, Brian? Because some are fired and some are furloughed.
So it looks like they released 30, and I have the list right here, and it's a pretty profound list. I can go ahead and list some of them off right now. Some of these are really surprising. So
just list the biggies, the ones that are the dumbest moves on their part.
Okay, so we've got Rusev,
right?
Maria Kanellis,
yep.
Rowan,
who just had a baby, by the way.
Yep. Mike Chioda, who's been with the company since 1989. You got Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson, formerly from the Bullet Club, who were hanging out with AJ. One of those two actually trained at the school I'm training at right now, actually. Drake Maverick and Kurt Angle, along with Heath Slater Aiden English, and No Way Jose.
I love
Yeah,
these names. I love these names. They're delightful.
and I think No Way
So
Jose.
cute.
He was.
No Way Jose is my favorite so far.
No.
Uh,
He was the
I think-
lead on the Dare program, wasn't
I think he was the one that I can't remember who the one was that would come out with like the conga line or whatever. But whenever the WWE was in DC, like a lot of people I know or I've associated with were actually part of that conga line. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm just bummed that Zack Ryder got cut. I was like, come on.
Yeah.
Why?
that's a bummer. I mean, I watch his pro wrestling figure show on YouTube. all the
I know.
time.
He's an internet nerd like us, and he made it to the big time, and they cut him. They cut one of us.
Fun fact: we went up to Buffalo and we went to that toy store, that like classic toy store.
Yeah, that 80s toy store, yeah.
That 80s toy store. They were actually saying that hey, they're going to be doing that show literally a week from now, and so they were trying to look for like all kinds of wrestling stuff to like plant and have him be able to find, I guess. So I was like, oh, cool, that show's a work too. but
Liz was making pizza rolls. I wanted one.
I saw
Nice.
she posted on Twitch. You guys reading the Twitch?
I am not.
I am not.
Ah,
Go me.
I should-
Well, I would be.
Go
If,
you.
Reach out to our viewers.
Yay.
Get
Ah,
on my
pizza
level.
rolls.
they are delightful.
Can I have one?
If I could somehow transmute it through the internet and give it to you, Brian, you know you'd get one.
It's true.
But we don't have that technology yet.
Not yet.
But yeah, so I'm like, I hear this and I'm just like, they also, the XFL filed for bankruptcy.
It's like amazing how these businesses are going out of business, and it's been like a God. Maybe don't have big fucking mansions.
Well, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, Brian, you were saying, like, the ratings for XFL were actually doing pretty decent, weren't they?
Yeah, you know what's weird? Yeah, it was because when the XFL first came around back in 2001, I want to say, what they were trying to do was they were trying to make it like wrestling, where like they would bring in like people like The Rock and Jerry the King Lawler. But this time it was very much like watching college ball, and people really seemed to like it, and it was starting to build an audience. And then, the thing happened.
I know people in DC were excited to have a team to actually cheer for, because
That was actually kind of good. Like, go figure.
right?
I take it that most of their money is definitely from live performances or live shows.
No, it definitely is. It's just
'Cause their viewership-
surprisingly, they made such an investment to bring it back,
Yeah.
and now it's gone again.
And then Vince McMahon is just
Yeah, bumpy hot dog granddad.
I just never
Yeah.
That was my old high school wrestling name.
Really, bumpy hot dog granddad.
Yeah. I bet you didn't know that.
I did
I feel
not.
like that. I
You
feel like
wrestled.
that's the name of a. Why is that the name? That sounds like the name of a fish song.
Bumpy hot dog granddad. That
Yeah.
By Fish.
I'd listen to that. I'd listen to that.
Maybe it's a Grateful Dead album.
Yeah,
Grateful
ooh.
Dead.
Or King Crimson
Got my
album. That's
bumpy
definitely
knees.
leading up to
Crimson.
that.
Oh,
It's the King
Grandpa.
Crimson album.
You know he'll never.
Bumpy hot
I
dog
can't-
Because it
granddad.
could be a porn
Okay.
title.
All right, so I got a question for you guys.
Granddad.
All
Let
right.
me help you. What are your chair, Granddad?
Oh Jesus.
hot dog granddad.
Oh
Do I
God.
have
All
to
right.
do the voice now?
No, it's fine. So I don't know about you guys, but I know with the quarantine and everything, we've all been getting more into gaming than we have in times past. I don't know about you guys. So I wanted to go around the table, see who's been gaming what. So I want to start with Sean, because Sean's usually, our VR guy. Sean, have you done anything else besides VR, or has it just been straight VR for you?
I mean, it's just not just VR. There's so many things in VR that's like saying, "Wow, you play the TV." Like, no, I mean, like that general. No, but in VR specifically, I've been playing Moss, which is basically like if Link was a mouse, and
Oh, cool.
so it's like a combination of Zelda and Secret of Nim, with like a
Nice.
storytelling element.
Like Redwall.
I could say that. I would say that with more kind of a fantasy element.
Okay.
I mean,
I get behind that.
Yeah, and I've been doing that, and obviously Beat Saber, and then non-VR, I've been playing GTA
Nice.
Which one?
5, the campaign, because I don't have Xbox Live.
All right, Amanda, how about you?
First, I just want to. Never mind, I won't chill right now. I was gonna say we could buy Sean Xbox Live. Go to the donate button. Be the sponsor to sponsor Sean to have Xbox Live, so he too can play with.
Sean, do you have an Xbox One, or are you using Zach's?
I'm using Zach's in the living room.
Mm.
Is it an Xbox One or an Xbox 360?
Or an
It's
Xbox
One.
XX.
It's
or
the
One
no,
SX.
it's the one.
Oh.
It's just the one.
Not
It's
Right.
just the one.
Okay.
I don't have two. I just have the one. But yeah.
Lieutenant Dan, I don't even know what Xbox is.
Back in the day, all I had was my way.
Oh my god. Okay, so
Actually, I
I've
have
been
that right
playing-
here.
oh my god.
All right, so Amanda, what are you playing?
I've been playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I'm on Chapter 16. Wheel.
Nice.
Really good, and I've also been playing a lot of Animal Crossing, less though since I got Final Fantasy VII. It's just too pretty. Everyone.
That seems to be the trend for people. Like people who were like last week who were playing Animal Crossing like hardcore. Now that they have Final Fantasy VII, have just stopped talking about Animal Crossing. Now it's just all Final Fantasy
I'm
VII.
trying to do both, but it's like in the earlier day, I'll start with Animal Crossing. I'll do what I need to. And plus, a bunch of events have like passed. It was perfect timing. And then I'll jump into Final Fantasy. And when I'm done Final Fantasy, I'll probably jump back to Animal Crossing because I don't think Part 2's coming out for a little bit. I should check when that is.
Cool.
But it's super good. Everyone should play it.
You know, I feel bad because this is true, and I'm probably gonna get my nerd card revoked at this point. I never played the original.
I mean, that's fine.
That's
8.
fine.
I played
Yeah.
8. I loved 8.
I
No.
played 6.
Yeah, buddy.
6
6
is my
is
favorite. I
the
played
jam.
like 1. I played 1 and 3, and then I played 6 on the Super Nintendo.
I'm equal opportunity Final Fantasy.
I would argue that FF7 remake basically has ruined the original game for me forever. Especially since I've got ADHD and I cannot for the life of me stand like, all right, cool, we're walking around and boom, okay, now we're battling. Like I hate that. Like I hate turn-based battle like that. And this kind of really just blends like modern day kind of gaming with
And you can go back
a
to
really
turn-based
awesome
if
story.
you like that hell. But I don't want it. I hate it.
I hate it too. It's why I never played Halo Wars. I was like, I first of all, RTS is like, in of itself, and then
Yeah, and honestly,
I'm literally pausing the game. Like,
well, with the remake, I noticed something. So in the original Final Fantasy VII, when you think about it, for those of you who played the original, there's like storyline, but all the battles kind of took up all those 40 hours of gameplay. But in this one, they realized changing the battle system meant there's less gameplay time because, oh, surprise, you can fight things a lot more efficiently. So they actually are adding in other elements that aren't like doing anything really to the storyline.
Is it still
Which I think is
turn-based
great.
strategy?
I mean, for Final Fantasy VII, no. I mean, it can be. It's in real time if, like, you start out in real time, and then they tell you later you can change it to, like, turn-based if you really needed to.
If you really want to do that bullshit.
No, because then,
no.
I mean, I guess if you want over 100 hours of gameplay for, yeah.
The only time I even considered possibly doing that was when I was going up against the Airbuster.
Yeah, no, that was a terrible time. But when you switch characters, it, like, slows everything down, so you actually have time to, like, pick stuff.
Yeah.
Which is great. I don't think Final Fantasy 15 had that.
So wait, I have a question for you. What was the cost of Final Fantasy VII Remake?
60.
Yeah, 60, and then like it's 80 for the deluxe edition, which I'm trying to get because My thing was I was trying to get the physical copy edition. I meant to pre-order it and then I got furloughed. And so I couldn't find a physical copy anywhere. So I was just like, screw it, I'll just download it, whatever. But I still want the physical copy because I don't know about you, I like physical media. So
I got a question for everybody once you're done, Brian.
Yeah, no problem. That's really about it, actually. Sorry, I like physical media and I want the bonuses.
Physical media is forever. Buy Laserdisc.
Ooh, what you drinking, Colin?
Huh?
What you drinking?
I am drinking Tainted Love by Old Mother Brewing.
Woo!
Tainted Love.
It's a raspberry stout. It's really good, actually.
Have you ever? Hold on. Sorry. Have you ever heard Tainted Love, but it's got the Law and Order dun dun in there? Sometimes I feel I've got to dun dun.
Get away.
That is excellent.
I'm gonna have to look that up now, but
it is awesome.
That's for another time.
Sean, what were you saying?
So, Sean, what were you getting ready to say?
The question is I had for everyone, and I'll answer first, is that what game are you excited to get that you wanna play, that you wanna buy? I'll start with mine. I'm excited to get Half-Life Alyx as soon as I get the Vive from the place.
Studio.
The place I've been storing it for here.
Oh, someone said
you're gonna have to let me play that sometime.
I do want Cyberpunk too.
Yes.
That's a good question.
Also, Dragon King's watching. I don't know, did you catch that he called us all cuties?
Aww.
Oh, Wes, we miss you.
Oh, Wes, you.
When you coming to MagFest, bro?
What game do I want? See, here's the thing. No, I only have an Xbox One, which is fine because the games that I've played are available on it. I really, honestly, the only game I honestly want I want a Nintendo Switch because I want to play. I don't have one.
Everyone, go back to the donate button.
Ooh.
Honestly,
good luck finding one, by the way.
I know they're not going to be available till the end of the year, if that. Because everyone
Nintendo
went and bought one.
Was a genius. I mean, they didn't plan this, but it was perfect timing that they released Animal Crossing at the start of this. Because
here's the thing: does everybody remembers right when the Switch was coming out? I was the one singing its praises, and Zach was the one shitting all over it. And now Zach is like, "I want a Switch."
I mean, he's still not singing the praises. He's like, "Whatever. I think it should have had better." And then.
Yeah.
But he's essentially saying, "I want to pay money for one."
Sorry, what?
By the way, he's still shitting on Breath of the Wild. He still doesn't want Breath of the Wild. And I'm like,
who hurt him?
That blows my mind.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, Brian, not to see, the thing is, I love Zelda, but at the same time, I've played Skyrim 100 times. So
okay, it's not fucking Skyrim. It's not Skyrim. First off, anyone who's putting Breath of the Wild bad
it's like the Dark Souls of Zelda games. God.
I'm tired of Zelda. It's the same formula. It literally changed the formula.
I'm kidding. That's one of the reasons I want to Switch. I'm just saying.
At Zach,
oh, okay, fair enough.
She's so butthurt. Look at her. It's like if you said to her that you enjoys Rise of Skywalker. Oh my gosh!
Now you're just poking the bear. Don't do that.
No, I did actually like Rise of Skywalker. I thought it was.
We know.
Yeah, you came out of the theater and you didn't have a shell-shocked look on your face, where I was like, "That sure was a Star Wars I watched."
that
indeed was a movie.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
It was like J.J. Abrams wanted to do Star Trek, but since Star Trek was bad,
It was so ridiculous. I loved it.
What if you had a second shot at Star Trek, JJ?
Power!
Unlimited power!
Unlimited power!
Also, the one thing I remember walking out of the theater and telling Sean, I was like, didn't Palpatine learn the last time not to reflect Force lightning, not to fire Force lightning at somebody with lightsabers? Doesn't he remember what happened the last time?
It was just whatever. Yo, have you seen
Yeah.
the Shakespeare book version of it? There's a pair. Anyway, no more Star Wars. You're wrong. It's a bad movie.
Oh my god.
Lord.
That made my night. All right. So moving hastily. Oh wait, no, we haven't gotten. So Brian, aside from you've been playing Final Fantasy VII too. Anything else?
Oh yeah, I've been playing the F out of Final Fantasy VII Remake. I've also been playing Animal Crossing. As a matter of fact, before we went live, me and my girlfriend were exchanging fruits on my island.
You're just
and I was
so
planting
adorable.
flowers. And I actually built a playground for the Nooks kids.
That's good.
Good enough.
Yeah. And now I'm at a 3-star rating on my island. Hooray! Because I planted all the flowers in the freaking world.
Quick
I
question.
did just pick up God of.
Brian, I
You
have a quick
got a
question
flower.
for you. I have a quick question for you, Brian.
What?
Have you told her that you shaved your beard yet?
No.
Have it, like selfie.
Someone
like,
send her the link to the YouTube of this video.
No.
Send her the Twitch. Send her the
So
Twitch.
Stop
Look
it.
at his
You're gonna-
face.
You're gonna get me in trouble.
Look at his face. Someone
It's just
send
gonna
it.
be a
Someone send it
It's
to
just
her.
gonna. She's gonna break up with you via YouTube comment. The beard's gone. You're done.
Yo.
No, just a Twitch.
It's
A Twitch frowny face. A Twitch frowny face.
Lord.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But
No. But so anything else, Brian?
So I've been literally playing that, like those 2 games, but what I did was I went online and I was trying to find some games that were like cheap, and the one game I did pick up recently was God of War, because I've been meaning to play the one, and it's the one where it's not the Roman gods, but it's the
Norse gods.
yeah.
You mean the
So yeah, so
Yeah, the
when I get a
PS4 version,
chance, when I get a chance to do that, or if I can get a freaking external hard drive so I can actually download more games, because I've got like 120 games that I've gotten just from being a PlayStation Plus member over the last 4 or 5 years, and I'm like, I gotta download some of these and play them, because I am getting so sick and tired of having to like okay, what games am I keeping this time, and what do I got to swap out, and I guess I'm waiting overnight for this to download. So
I get that.
because I've only got like 500 gigabytes on that damn thing, so I'm like, I gotta get, like, if I can get a 2 terabyte external hard drive for like a good price, I will absolutely pick it up and start loading that thing up with games.
So did you know it was just released on Steam? I saw
What?
this earlier. Putt-Putt's Adventures.
Putt-Putt's Adventures?
Yeah. So apparently Putt-Putt's Adventures, and God, I'm trying to remember the other. Humongous Entertainment. A bunch of their games are on Steam now. Like, I think it was like $6.
Ooh.
I don't think they have Math Blasters. I played Math Blasters.
Ooh,
That was my
Is it the Humble Bundle kind of thing, or
No,
what's up?
I think it's just Steam. Steam
Steam.
put it on there because we all want to relive our childhoods because the world's completely fucked right now.
Yeah.
And we can all read. Yay! It'll be much more fun and coherent.
Hooray.
Well, you can play Oregon Trail on the PC.
Hell yes.
Yes.
And also a bunch of other IBM games that like I grew up with. It's great.
But
I miss Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail, Jazz Jackrabbit, and good stuff.
Guys,
yeah, Jazz Jackrabbit.
Mm-hmm.
While we're on the subject of the Oregon Trail, by the way, real fast, I've been watching, and Colin, I've sent you this guy's videos. I've been watching this guy named Brutal Moose on YouTube, and he actually did a review of like all the modern or like the 90s Macintosh 2 versions of like Oregon Trail. He did like 2, 3, and then he did like the African Trail 2. Holy shit, is the African Trail bad? Like, it's
like bad as in gameplay, or bad as in overall aesthetic.
Bad
or...
as in we need to stream. I need to stream it this week.
like imagine being able to literally phone in every aspect of a game.
I think we are.
Colin, we're streaming that this week, right?
Yeah.
So it's the African Trail?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I guess we're streaming that this week.
Oh, God, excuse me.
Colin, you ready for that?
Oh, I'm ready. You give me a date and a time, I will be there.
God damn it.
Oh
I
shit!
have
It's
no way
called,
to
it's called
play that myself.
okay, it's called Africa Trail, actually.
Africa
Yeah.
Trail.
And it came out in 1997, and it's an educational computer game developed by Mech and published by the Learning Company.
Ooh, so you know it's good.
Oh yeah. Oh, so good.
But all right, so and for games, I've just honestly been playing PlayerUnknown's Battleground, and I re-downloaded Overwatch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah,
Awesome. Who's your main?
Widow.
Junkrat. Why?
Oh.
Who else?
Garbage.
I mean, I'm a shit
That
FPS
guy.
player.
I'm a
Yeah,
diva main.
Colin, me too. Air
High
bump.
five.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But
Amanda, who do you main?
I also am diva trash. That and
Nice.
I don't know, soldier. When I
so 76. Yep.
I am diva, and I also am a Lucio main too.
Nice.
I
I
have
also
no idea what you guys are talking about.
well, get
it's
hip with
don't worry
it.
about it.
Download Overwatch, man.
Yeah.
Or,
I'll say
I
this
play on
much.
PC.
You can play it on Xbox One, Sean.
And you can play it on PS4, I think, and PC.
He doesn't have that.
You don't have a PC? Oh, well.
Well, he has no. He has a PC, but he doesn't have. He doesn't have a PS4.
Yeah.
But Sean, you can get it on
You-
Xbox One.
There you go.
Get it on Xbox One.
With
It's
your
pre-
online
it's relatively
subscription
cheap.
that we're gonna crowdfund.
There you go. We'll crowdfund your Xbox One Live subscription.
Okay.
There you go.
Sounds good.
What else is there? I also I broke down and I started playing Rocket League.
Yeah.
Yes,
Rocket League's
awesome.
fun.
I love that game.
I mean, the thing was, for the longest time, I was just like, I don't see the appeal of this. Like, I played it like once or twice.
It's like that
when
Top Gear episode, but over and over and over again.
Right. I was hanging out with when we were hanging out with Jordan because he used to play it like all the time, and then I remember seeing it and it was like $2, so I was just like, well, all right. So I downloaded it, and I honestly enjoyed it more than I thought I would.
That game has got a very, very large learning curve. I'm not gonna lie, but
No,
once you get
it's-
the hang of it, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'll say this much. I'm like, I've gotten like 1 or 2 goals. I'm not great at it, but I figure if I
I
keep
suck at it.
yeah, I'm trash at it, but that's okay because I'm having fun and that's important.
Yeah.
Why are there like 50 zillion tiers to Xbox Live?
Because it's Microsoft.
Like, this is really dumb.
Were
Well,
you
is
just
it
were you
PS
just looking up prices?
I was. Okay, so Nintendo, theirs is like $5 a month. And you can do a family plan for $20 a year. That's what my friends do. Because we're all, like, hey, let's do it. Why
Yeah.
not?
I
And
think
then-
I do like the normal Xbox Live subscription a month, which is like, I don't know, $10.
Yeah, and PSN's $10.
Yeah.
But here I'm looking, they're like $15 a month for, and I was like, what? They're like six months for
What the fuck?
$32. And I'm like,
Well, I'm glad I switched teams. I
So
guess,
wait, so, like,
but
is it $70 for like a year?
I don't know.
I'm sure you could buy a
Can't
year
do it.
subscription if you really, really want to.
Well, apparently they're like, go Xbox Gold or go nothing. I'm like, come on, I don't.
Well,
want
I mean, I think that's the only one you can do.
I love
Xbox
you,
Gold, and that's
Sean,
it.
but-
Yeah,
Oh,
Gold.
okay,
Gold's
so
the one
then
that they let you go online.
Yeah.
With
So what's the
with
other
Mikey.
stuff then? Just buy games?
Xbox trash.
That's that. Hey, that was rejected title for the one.
look, man,
It's really dumb. Okay, well apparently, Microsoft, jump off a cliff, will ya?
No, they're
let's
doing that
see.
soon with the X.
Yeah.
X1S XS.
No, it's the
Alright,
Series X.
I wanted to ask you guys. All right, so here, my next topic, I want to ask you guys because we've
Oh.
been in-
What is that?
What?
It's just Amanda goes. I go Series X. She goes the Series One X.
I'm just like sitting there, I'm like, hold on, it has more.
hey Sean,
I don't know why that made me laugh.
It's like the trigonometry meme. I'm like, hold on.
It's a 6XXX. Xbox X.
Xbox One X, the Sweat Edition.
I can't.
I tried to pick up the console, but it slipped. The controller's all slippery.
Oh shit! It broke.
It's shaped like a Wiimote. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no!
All right, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
All right. No, it's fine. It's fine. So, I don't know about you guys, but I've been while in quarantine, and I've been grocery shopping at least twice since this all started. And we've just been buying, so we don't have to go back for at least a couple weeks.
Right.
I don't know about you, but I've eaten foods that I haven't eaten in like years.
Did you check the sell-by date?
Oh, I mean, none of them were. No, I'll say this much: none of them are bad. It's just I remember them being so much better as a younger child.
Oh,
now that I'm older,
okay. I thought you were going through your cabinets or.
No. So, like, for instance, like, I want to talk about like what's the best and the worst food you've eaten while in quarantine. So, Sean, what about you?
Oh God.
I'm gonna say the best thing I've had in quarantine was my steak, cauliflower, egg burritos. They were really good.
That's the best?
That's the best one.
Steak,
cauliflower. It's rice cauliflower, so basically it's cauliflower that's like basically like I made it like fried rice.
Oh.
And then I put little cubes of steak with that, plus some eggs and a shitload of cheese.
That sounds delicious.
In a burrito.
Nice.
We're talking about garbage shit we've had,
this.
Well, I wanted to start with the best, and then we'll do the worst.
Oh,
so.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I'm just in general. That's the best thing I've had. The worst thing I did, and this sounds like someone that did this high, is take a tortilla, and then you take almond butter, and then put it over that. Put cinnamon and Himalayan salt, and I rolled it up and I ate it because I needed a carb fix.
I've eaten worse.
But that it tasted good-ish.
That's nothing wrong with
that. It was edible. It was one of those things where it was like Remy and Ratatouille. He goes, "What are you eating?" I don't know.
Good though.
Good though.
All right, it's all right. It's not bad.
All right, Amanda, what about you?
I don't know. I've been having a lot of tuna salad.
All right, so like, how do you prepare your tuna salad?
I don't know. Okay, so I accidentally bought tuna in oil. Tuna in oil is gross.
Oh, greasy.
Yeah, it's really disgusting. Even my cats don't want to eat it. They're like, no.
Well, you know you done fucked up if you can't eat it.
Yeah, no, she was just like, I hate it.
Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up.
And I'm not baking bread like everyone and their mom's doing. Like, Naughty is apparently also making bread. I don't know, for the tuna salad, I do like making, because it's like low maintenance and I stopped caring at this point. I put a little pickle in it. I chop up pickles real fine. I do onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, a little bit of Viking salt, mayonnaise, and you know, I let it sit for like a day because it's like gotta mix it.
Gotta congeal.
No, not congeal. What kind of tuna salad are you having if it's congealing? You need Jesus. I
need Jesus.
Let me pray to Gordon Ramsay and bestow upon you angry culinary intervention. Okay, all right.
Colin, you fucking donkey!
If I want to get reamed out by
where's the lamb sauce?
But
the lamb sauce. You fucking
I've been doing
donkey.
Tacos. That's probably the best I've been doing.
All right, what's the worst?
Oh, the worst. Oh fuck! What if I don't know. I don't make garbage food.
Everyone makes garbage food. Don't lie.
I burned my grilled cheese, and it was real
Sounds
sad.
like a personal problem.
Oh no.
I don't know. I could say corn dogs. I've had some corn dogs that I was like, these aren't what I remember them being. I just don't think.
Yeah,
they a little rubbery.
It was.
Right. No, I get it. It's like way more synthetic than you remember.
Yeah.
Robo dog.
Like the outside of it, and I was just like, I don't know.
I remember these being
corn dog.
Why do these taste like Subway?
Oh, ew, it's Subway. Not
All right, Brian. What about you?
So the best thing I've had recently is I had a breakfast burrito that was like applewood sausage with eggs and all kinds of stuff in there. And I had it with an iced coffee that like I hadn't had iced coffee in like a month. And
Did you go
I
to
got an
Dunkin'?
iced. No, actually, my roommate was buying because he had his kid over. He was buying breakfast. I was like, "Hey, man, if I slip you like a $5, can you get me an iced coffee?" He's like, "Sure." So I got a and it was a small, but like I savored this some bitch, and it was a mocha iced coffee, and
You have to order it
the
like
second
you're
that
a
hit my
white
lips, I was just
woman.
like, I need more of that. Exactly. So, but what I did that day was I went to actually went to Target to pick up some groceries. I bought my
What?
first coffee maker, and I've been drinking coffee literally every day since.
Oh, well, that's good.
So Brian is cutting out, but he bought his own coffee maker, so that's.
Oh, that's good.
That's
I
nice.
think-
Yeah, all right.
We need to gift Brian a LAN cable.
I think
So,
so.
I bought
because
coffee.
he's-
Like, I
because
bought
he's
coffee.
giving us
Oh,
the
impact.
Walt Disney.
Sorry. Okay. My internet's been really weird recently. Sorry, I got like 3 people downstairs, trying to do stuff as well. So, and I think that they're starting to cap internet speeds right now, at least in my area. So that might be the problem. Sorry.
Brian, we all live in the
The
same
world
area.
I'm down the street.
Yeah, but
from
like my
you.
area, I know, but you ain't got like
I walked
3
by.
other humans tied up to like stuff.
Fair enough. Okay, so Brian, pray tell, what's the worst you've eaten?
I'm not proud to admit this, but I've had Burger King 3 days in a row because they're right down the road,
Burger King.
and I've been
We're
like,
right down the road.
oh
They just remodeled too, didn't they? That Burger King remodeled.
yeah. Hmm.
Is it better? Like, does the food taste?
Any more 50s?
Can you taste the construction in your burger?
Is it
There
asbestos
was
free?
it is 110% asbestos free. Why's my thumb doing that?
Only if you use the coupon.
Right.
Yeah.
Ew.
Woo.
I have to do it in my anime voice. I can't
Your
look at
what? Your what? Your what? What voice?
my anime. No, I can't look at you. I can't. Ew, ew. Ew, ew.
Hello, I'm your Uwu
That is-
driver.
Oh, because I'm you.
Hello, it's
Arigato.
Oh my god. That's
arigato gozaimasu. Ohio.
I can't.
I've been
I can't.
studying. I've been studying Japanese and German again. By the way,
Yeah, I heard you got a subscription to some service, right?
Duolingo.
Oh, Duolingo's
Oh,
good.
that's
That's good stuff.
Yep.
So let's see. What's the best thing I've had? The best thing I've had, and you're all gonna. Well, I mean, I've had before. In fact, I've had it with you guys before. It's the Utz dill pickle chips, and I dip them in cream cheese.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
That is delightful. My girlfriend thinks I'm a freak, but
Your doctor's expecting you again after all this is over.
surprisingly, no. I had my 3-month checkup, and I was fine. Ha 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 ha.
Keep her going with the cream cheese. You'll be back.
The
You'll be back. You'll be
doc's like,
back.
the doc's like, hey, your blood sugar's down normal. Your cholesterol too. How'd that happen? I'm like, I don't know.
Don't look at me.
I'll say the thing is, even though it's technically the worst thing I've eaten recently, it's still not bad. I've been eating a lot more pizza.
A lot
A
more.
lot more what?
A lot more pizza rolls.
Oh yeah, same.
It sounded. All right, I'm not gonna even. Okay, I'm not. Gonna, all I heard was.
Right as I laughed, it probably sounded like I said, I eat a lot more penis.
Basically, I eat a lot more.
Right, so my lips are so chapped. I don't know why.
Stop it. I can't. They make Carmex Man.
Carmax. Behold, it is I, Carmax Man.
Oh my god. Drinking a beer, I did it.
That's the episode title. They make Carmex, man. All we need is
with his mortal enemy, Carmax Man. His mortal enemy is Carfox Fox.
Oh my god. And you guys are worried about not getting monetized. Look at us go.
Oh well.
I mean, we just can't mention the word.
I can't say the word.
Can't say the word.
That's okay. All right. So, Sean,
we could just call it lung herpes.
Oh my god. Okay, so Squabak is like Carmex does add a nice tingly sensation. Stop.
Oh, gosh. So, Sean,
Who
do you
needs
have
hot and cold when you can just
Who needs hot and cold? We can just squirt it all over your face.
Oh yeah.
There's no shade of
What?
buying chapstick at the.
What
Oh
the
my
fuck?
god, I can't. I'm glad we're not
This
in college.
podcast got real off the rails real quick. Colin, have
Well,
we
now
run
we-
out of topics?
No, I was getting to the next one, and then we talked
I'm
about
sorry.
face jism.
Okay. All right. Speaking of face jism,
Huzzah.
Thanks. Sean, do you have the soundboard up or?
no, we could just not.
All right, we can just not. Fuck it.
Okay.
It's much easier to not.
No, that's fine. So on the Fat Shag, I did have some topics, and Brian, this will be interesting to you.
I mean, I could pull
I'm
up my
not part
guitar
of
if you
the
need some
podcast.
music.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
If worst case scenario, I could probably just pipe it in at some point. So right here, okay. So Brian, did you know that Kevin Smith has opened his very own movies?
Has he now?
Yep. So for the next week, Movies is operating as a pop-up restaurant, and it's only available online through Postmates in the Los Angeles area. So sucks for us, but the great thing about it is that Movies is going to be running as a restaurant through Postmates, and everything's going to benefit the Know Us Without You. It's a fundraiser that provides food for families of undocumented restaurant workers during this pandemic. And the great thing is the guy, Kevin Smith is teaming with the guy who brought us the Save by the Max and the Good Burger pop-up restaurants.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and so there is actually only one item you can order. I mean, you can order alcohol and drinks along with your meal, but there's only one meal, and I want to tell you guys about it. And tell me if you'd order this. So the Movies meal comes with a Movies messy lasagna witch, hater tots, and chocolate-covered pretzels.
See, the moment you said movies, I was turned off.
The name's not great. I'll give you that, just because it's a golden cow and movies. Eh.
Oh, that's hilarious! Oh my god!
Well, it's funnier because the mascot's a cow. Udders. You get it. It's hilarious. But honestly, the thing is, a lasagna sandwich, I'd eat that.
A lasagna?
A lasagna sandwich.
Hey, what did they put on that lasagna sandwich, Colin? Is it the buns and the noodles?
No, it's a piece of lasagna on a bun.
But lasagna is already so the noodles could already be the bun because it's a carb, just without the yeast, I guess. So if you added yeast to it, you could it's already a sandwich. It's got.
So you're telling me that there's a Movies and I can't get my cow chipper on?
Nope. That's the only thing they're serving.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to pass.
Really?
On the lasagna.
See, I thought of all people, you'd be up for a lasagna sandwich.
Yeah, no.
No.
Oh,
It's so wrong in so many levels. Just because you're so preoccupied whether or not you did stop to think if you should before even you knew what you had. You slapped it, packaged it, put it in a plastic lunchbox, and now we're selling it.
How long have you been waiting to whip that one out?
Someone just said,
As I said to her all night. Okay, so what's up?
Are y'all reading the chat? Damn.
Oh no.
No, I
We've
mean,
got people
yeah,
watching.
I
Flirt with them.
I've been flirting with them on the. I've been commenting
Spaghetti
at
sand-
Castwave Studios.
That's right. I eat a spaghetti sandwich and I'll eat a lasagna. I'll eat a lasagna sandwich too. I mean, that to me sounds good.
Naughty by Nature bought a 5-gallon can of pickles, and I told him to name one of them Rick.
My God.
Boo.
Oh.
You're hilarious.
Boo.
I don't know. I think I'd order it just to. I wouldn't finish it. I mean, I'm not part of the Fat Shack, so I'd share with one of you guys.
I mean, again, in that sort of situation, if it was lasagna and bread, you just pass it to either me or Sean or Brian.
Yeah,
Any one of us would finish it.
I'm not really a big lasagna person. I'm not gonna lie.
I had lasagna like a week ago. It was good.
I love me some lasagna.
I mean, I'm a big person, but I'm not a big lasagna person.
Well, the problem is if I ever have lasagna, I wake up 3 hours later and don't know which year it is.
So basically, you're Michael Bean from Terminator. What year?
Basically, as soon as I eat the lasagna, I'm like, and just like fall asleep.
You're Robin Williams from Jumanji with a big bushy beard going, "What year is it?
What year?"
You're Rip Van Winkling it.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
All
right, so
oh my God.
All right, so I'll say this much. How about this? This is probably something you'll be a lot more in favor of. So, Skittles is actually now offering freezer pops.
Oh boy. Okay.
I mean,
what flavors?
Are they gonna make vodka next? I want vodka.
So apparently, they're the Skittles freeze pops. They taste like the candy and come in 5 classic flavors: lemon, orange, strawberry, green apple, and grape.
Okay.
Which, am I wrong? Didn't the green flavor used to be lime?
They changed
Right.
it back when I was in college. We actually did.
Oh yeah, that's right.
On it.
Like, when did we change it to green apple? Like that's fucking Jolly Rancher's purview. Leave it be.
Chemicals that they use for lemon are like the same as lime, so.
I mean, they're both citrus. What do you want? Anyway, so the good news is, if you want them, you can buy them at Walmart.
I'm not going to Walmart during this. Oh my God.
You can order it online.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Did you know that?
Now you
know.
Everyone go online.
Go
I don't know. I've been ordering all my stuff from Amazon, and I'm terrible. So.
I mean, I'm not really a fan of Amazon right now, but I've honestly been. I ordered a bunch of stuff just now from Target, so I didn't have to go in the store.
The stuff I was looking for, they didn't have, so I was like, okay. Great.
Oh, okay. All right. So to end the Fat Shack, I want to talk about. So apparently, has anybody heard that Oreo has released like 7 different flavors of Oreos in like the first 4 months of this year?
7 different flavors?
I mean, like 7 new flavors just released.
New flavors.
This year. 7 new flavors.
What are the flavors?
No.
Let's listen.
So let's play a rousing game of Namrna.
Hey.
All right. So it's very simple, Amanda. Since you haven't played this before, it's very simple. I'm gonna give you the flavor of Oreo, and you tell me, would you nom it or would you nah it? Very simple.
Right.
Very simple. So it's you'd eat it or not. It's all right. So here we go. So your first option is, here we are, the Trolls World Tour Oreos. They're glittery troll Oreos. And they're stuffed with glittery pink cream and tiny diamond cookies. Oh, there's also the stuffed with so it's either pink cream or green cream, and there's bits of poppin' candy in them. So it's basically Oreos with cream that have Pop Rocks in them.
Nah.
So Amanda says nah. What about you, Brian?
I'd try them.
Okay, so nom.
I would nom.
Okay, Sean?
That description wasn't appetizing.
No, that's disgusting.
The thing is that I'm looking at the description and like that, like there's no independent, like there's no flavor, like the it's pink cream or green cream, and it doesn't tell me what the flavors are. So it's just cream. It's just the normal flavored of Oreos, just with pop.
Cement cream with sand grit. Like
It's
it's just as appetizing as that.
Cement cream and sand grit.
Skobach is like he
Mr.
doesn't eat
Potter.
sparkle poo.
Ronald Weasley. Sorry. All right. So it seems like Nah is the overwhelming opinion on that one. That's good because honestly, I say nah to that as well. How about? Here we go. How about caramel coconut Oreos?
Nah, I hate coconut. That's
You
also-
hate coconut?
Yeah.
I do.
I'm not.
Just as bad as
I'm-
Rise
I'm-
Skywalker.
I am not a big coconut person either.
She hates it as much as she hates Rise of Skywalker. That's a shame. That's okay. All right. So 2 nahs. What about you, Sean?
Nom. I like coconut.
You nom it? I'd nom that. I like coconut.
I love coconut.
I like coconut. There's no. I have a joy of eating, a tiny almond joy candy bar. Like anytime those come out, I'm just I'm a bag of those. Yeah, right.
That's so delicious.
Yeah, no. I've always been of the mind when it's like, hey, do you want a Mounds or an Almond Joy? I'm like, keep your trash candy away from me. Because it's
Ooh,
awful.
it's split right down the middle here. Right down
I know,
the middle.
right? All right, so I think this next one, all of us would be on board for. How about chocolate marshmallow Oreos?
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's nom
I'm
across the board. All right,
I'm
so
down.
that makes sense. All right, so let's see. Next up, we've got number 4, fudge-covered Oreos.
Oh, hell yes.
Well, duh.
Right?
Duh.
Right,
I've
yeah,
had those.
okay.
Those are great. They're awesome.
That
Right,
sounds
okay.
delicious. Oh my god.
Those are awesome.
All right, so this one, I don't know if everybody's going to be on board for, but I'm going to say this much. This one, I'm on board for, and I hope they make it like a permanent thing. Tiramisu Oreos.
Damn.
Oh,
Fancy.
in refrigerated
That's
section?
Hell yeah.
In the refrigerated section?
I don't
Are
know.
they a novelty?
Even
Oh.
If they're a
box
novelty,
wine?
I'm 100% down.
I was going to say, to be honest, Sean, they're released this month. So they're released April 2020. So
With ice cream?
I would murder a bag of those, man.
Man.
Yeah. No, just.
And then the last one, I mean, it's underwhelming, but everyone loves actually there's 2 more, sorry. So Oreo Thins has a new flavor. It's dark chocolate Oreo Thins. I mean, I like dark chocolate. I could get some of that.
That sounds all right.
All right. So far it seems pretty across the board. Okay, so there's one last one, and again, this is sort of a similar situation to our first option. It's Easter egg Oreos,
No.
but I don't think there's anything different. It's just the normal Oreo, except they're colored pink and they're in different egg shapes.
That sounds like the Trolls one.
I think it's just the same sort of concept. It's just like, oh, look at how fancy these look.
Nah, that sounds dumb. That's the waste
All right,
of the slot.
looks like nah on so nah for everyone on that one. That's fine.
Yeah.
Garbage.
I'm
So
good.
yeah, I mean, I'd murder me some fudge covered Oreos and some chocolate marshmallow Oreos, and definitely murder me some tiramisu Oreos.
Yep.
All right, so that was Fat Shack, and now it leaves me with our last game, which everyone gets to play. It's the fastest growing game show in America. It's Twupdate.
Oh.
Twupdate.
Twupdate.
Where
All right.
remix
So
party
again,
updates?
all right. So here we go. So again, this is basically what I'm going to do, Amanda, is I'm going to give the 3 of you a trending topic on Twitter, and you're going to find me the funniest tweet. So it's basically a competition. So it's the 3 of you versus each other, and I am the judge.
Oh
Right.
God.
All right.
How do we submit these?
So you'll just you pick your funniest one, and then you just show it on screen to me so I can see it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody got their phone?
Yeah.
I
so
was
what's the
gonna just do it on my
hashtag?
computer. Okay, hold on.
All right, that's fine. I'll give you some time because I gotta pick a good one for you. All right, here we go. So on the trending tab, type in the following in the search tab. Type in the following sentence. Hey, whatever you spend that $1,200 on is up to you.
That
is
hashtag. Hey, whatever you.
You can just type it in. You don't have to use a hashtag on that. It should just come up.
Okay.
No results.
No,
one
really?
word?
No. You can space it out like
Oh
a
my
normal
god!
sentence.
See, I'm already losing because
No, you're fine.
No, I still haven't popped it up either.
Brian, have you got one?
Okay, so
Just
yes.
you don't have to give me your answer just yet. I want to let them find one.
So I'm still. Oh,
Well, here's the thing. There's not that
many.
All right, that's fine. I got some backup
Yeah.
ones. All right, how about this one? Hashtag quarantine quotes. Hashtag quarantine quotes.
Maybe I should just back off of the. Yeah. Okay. So my Comcast internet just sucks. Okay.
Oh. Here, that's an easier one. So hashtag quarantine quotes is your search topic.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna
Oh
go to
my
the top.
darling, oh my
My
darling,
darling.
oh my darling quarantine.
Oh, I think I found one.
Okay.
On my computer. How do I show this to you? Or should I just read it?
You can just I'll let you read that one out.
So I'm waiting for Morgan Freeman to come to me and tell me to build the ark so I can save us all from this bullshit.
Okay, who tweeted that?
Fair.
Baby girl?
At baby girl?
At Posty's doorknob?
Half the humor is in the names. All right, Sean, you find one?
Yep.
All right. Lay it on me.
At NOE history. After my wife found one of our cat's baby teeth on the floor, my daughter said, "Wait, I have a bag in my room for that. I've been collecting them." And then there's a picture of.
Nice.
Oh my god.
All right, that's pretty good. Brian, you find one?
I did. Now this one was whoever sent this one initially, like their info is blocked out, but the person who shared this is named their Twitter is at falls_November, and hashtag quarantine quotes. It says here, and I'm gonna have to say the name of the thing, or at the very least,
Just say Steve Carino virus.
Steve
Okay.
Yes.
I'll actually go ahead and do what Game Grumps has been doing. The spread of Backstreet Boys reunion tickets is based on two factors. One, how dense the population is. Two, how dense the population is. Someone responded, "You wrote the same thing twice. What's the other one?" And the person responded, "You're number two."
Burn.
Sick burn. I'm gonna have to give it to Sean though.
Fair.
All right, so that's good. All right, so next one is okay. Here we go. Hashtag 420 from home. That's hashtag 420 from home.
All right.
Isn't that something that you just participate in at home regardless? I mean, where the hell are you going to go high?
I mean, you can go ahead and tell
If
please.
Google or Verizon, if you're listening to this, I am just searching this for the podcast I'm doing.
All these are just inspirational.
This will not affect me getting any job.
Really?
Like it's
Oh no, really? That's boo.
a bunch of selfies. Hold on. I'm
Ugh.
just looking.
Go to top.
Oh, I found one. Okay.
You found one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe it's not. It's
I
kind of
found
like
one that's
irrelevant things. I wonder if the reason why Timmy and Tommy, as in Timmy and Tommy,
Yeah. I got
buy
it.
all the island weeds is so Tom can then sell them to KK Slider to smoke.
Smoke.
Hashtag 420 from home.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Home.
All right. Well, who tweeted that, Amanda?
That was. Oh no, I scrolled already. That was at BMAC978.
Cool. All right, Brian, did you find one?
I did, and I'm representing here a little bit. Someone at Ewoks4Y wrote, Happy 420, Yang Gang. I hope everybody is celebrating safely. Enjoy your day and eat good food. And meanwhile in Colorado.
That's good. It's yeah. All right, Sean, you find one?
Yeah, at EME Romeo says, Michelle, why are we pulling over? Obama, just grab the fucking camera. And it's just a picture of
All right, that Sean wins.
I won again!
Yeah, actually, yeah, it's best 2 of 3, so Sean wins the whole thing.
Oh
I dig it.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I think I could be wrong, but I think that's all the topics I had. Yeah, that's it.
Alrighty.
We did it! Yay! Oh,
Yay!
We did it. You wasted another hour with only going nowhere.
Oh, I still need to donate to get Sean an internet subscription. Hold on.
Actually, no. Sean, check your email.
You check
did
check
you just buy
my
him
check my
one?
email?
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh, naughty! Oh,
Brian
naughty! My
sent me
nurture.
Brian sent me a gift of Xbox Live Gold.
Oh,
Aw,
you did it, Brian.
Brian,
Yeah.
you sweet child, you.
Now,
Ooh, it's why.
Internet hug. Internet hug.
Now go get Overwatch.
Okay.
Pro. Be a widow.
I don't know what that is.
Come play with us, Sean. Come play with us.
I'll play your silly cartoon game.
It's like TF2, but
You have
this
to use
decade.
your hands? That's a baby's toy.
It's good, man. It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's if you got a good headset and you get to play online with like the right people, like it's really, really good. It's like playing Capture the Flag with Halo 3.
Now I just gotta
Back
buy
in the day.
Overwatch.
Yeah, but the downside is, Brian, is that he's playing on Xbox One, so he's playing with like me.
just Colin. Hey, me and you, buddy. Me and you.
You guys can go.
Yeah.
Hey, we can play. Hey, we can play Halo. Halo
I think
3.
there's crossplay though.
Dude, maybe we can get that map where there was Jenga.
That'd actually be pretty
We
baller.
can do the Jenga.
I was actually thinking about picking up an Xbox One cheap, just so I could like play some games like
my
that I've
God.
meant to play.
Halo. We should have Halo night.
Xbox night.
Xbox
Quarantine
night.
Halo night.
Quarantine Halo night.
Oh, I'd be up for that.
Yes.
I had a roommate who was top of the leaderboards for assassinations, I think in Halo 3 or Halo Reach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, he would play like 12 hours a day just to. Oh, it was insane.
Do you know that a member of Castwave Studios used to hold the world record for DDR?
Yo, who?
Rocky.
Oh my God, Rocky. Then what happened? He
Someone else beat him.
someone from a Asian country beat him. That's not even. I don't remember what country he was from, but
Thailand?
Another country.
it was either Thailand or
South Korea.
South Korea.
And he was
That's
never
it.
like, I'm gonna fix it.
No, he did it once, and he was just like, "I'm not doing it anymore."
That would be really intense. That'd be like being on a leaderboard for.
I mean, I've seen that kid move. He's crazy.
Does he do it at MagFest? I want to see him in his prime at MagFest.
Well, I mean, you would need to go back about 10 years to see him in his prime, but
Aw.
Yeah.
How old is Rocky?
Rocky's older than I am.
He's got his ARP card. He's fine.
Oh,
Rocky was a senior when I was a freshman,
okay.
so he's at least 4 years older than I am.
Jesus.
Very young. Okay.
I'm old.
He's-
I wear one.
As the baby here.
Do you remember when an American held the record for DDR? Pepper Schramm remembers.
That's why Studios remembers.
Oh my God.
I've fallen and I
there's-
can't get up.
I used to play the crap out of DDR, believe it or not.
I'm not
Really?
coordinated enough to play DDR.
Oh, yeah. I back when Pocket Change was a thing at the mall, I used to
Pocket change. Oh.
I used to play all the time. Me and my buddy James, we used to go up there all the time, and we would take whatever money we had and play it. And like I was so good that I used to be able to do max 300 on heavy. You know, before I got heavy. So
Aw.
oh my God, that game kept me from getting real chunky. So
Well, I think it's time for plugs.
So Amanda, where can we find you on the World Wide Web?
Oh my God. Okay, so if you're bored and you need voice acting, go to sirenvo.com to listen to me say things, and you can find me at Twitter at Jedi Amanda. I guess I finally have time to stream again, so you can find me on Twitch at Jedi Amanda. Just search Jedi Amanda, see what happens. Argue with me about Star Wars.
Oh, please don't.
No, do it.
No.
I haven't tweeted about Star Wars in a little while. I actually laid off. I wonder if y'all noticed.
I did.
I did. I definitely did. Because
I noticed as well.
I noticed because I could read my Twitter feed again. And it was very nice. I didn't know I followed other people. It was amazing thing to discover. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No, because it doesn't just put on my feed everything that you retweet. It posts everything that you like.
Oh my god!
Everything that you like. So I thought it was a constant obsession with you. That's why I've been so teasing you about it. Is because it's been on. Twitter for the longest time was just Amanda talks about Star Wars platform.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, what on my personal Twitter account, it's either been like Amanda talks about Star Wars, Sean talks about VR, Zach talks about people who piss him off. That literally is it.
That's on your Twitter feed.
What a good Twitter feed.
What the fuck?
Now, mind you, again, Amanda, you and I share similar viewpoints on Star Wars, so I wasn't against any of it. I'm just saying.
So the algorithm on Twitter will actually filter to people who are like the people you follow. So my Twitter feed ended up just being nothing but Star Wars, and then occasional things from musicians. And I was like, oh.
Oh no.
I just follow a bunch of comedians, so I get a lot of political posts.
See, you don't have that when you do Star Wars. Which would you rather have? Star Wars shit posting or political posts?
Star Wars shit posting. Actually,
I was gonna say.
Actually, I've been on Reddit more than often than not. Zach Brannigan 69, and you.
Of course you are.
I had to plug my Reddit. Yeah. Give me. I have a couple of posts on there, a couple of memes I started on. But prequel memes is the best shit posts. I would say premium shit posts. Check there.
I dig it.
Also,
Sean, where can we find you on the World Wide Web?
At Dash Rendering across the board. Xbox Live. Thank you, Brian Massey. I have TikTok, so you can follow me on there. I don't post as much as I should, but I'll get to doing more of that now that I have the time. You also on Twitter at Dash Rendering. Same thing.
Dash Rendering.
Tweet about him, or tweet about Star Wars to him.
I will admit,
please.
that is a great. I gotta admit, that's still the best Twitter handle I've heard.
Yeah.
It is. It just is. Because I love me some Shadows of the Empire. So, Brian, where can we find you on the World Wide Web?
You can find me on Twitter at OneDrunkGeek, and you can also find me at Draken22 on TikTok. Believe it or not, I posted a few TikToks.
Yeah, Brian.
Are you doing TikTok dances?
Getting on the bandwagon.
But I did some lip syncs or whatever.
Whatever.
And it's fun. I mean, it's fine. It's it's not Vine, but it's pretty fun.
It's not Vine, but
and also
do.
check out on Face. Yes, indeed. You can also find me on Facebook with Batcast66. For some reason, it's immensely popular. I don't know why.
And
Batcast
66.
Batcast 66.
Oh, we should have
Robin.
we should have a podcast called Fatcast.
No,
because three of us are. Well, two of us are fat.
I was gonna say, Sean. Wait, Sean, you still do Fat Shack?
I do.
Well, Sean's
I gained 15.
Sean's our honorary fat guy.
Oh, thanks.
Sorry, we cut off Brian. Brian, I want.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brian.
Where
Yeah.
you are on the internet.
Oh yeah, that's really it. You can find me there. You can find me there. Yeah.
Well, you can find me on Castwave Studio on Twitter mostly. I handle the Castwave Studios Twitter, which is at Castwave Studios. I also tweet from my own personal Twitter account, which is at Colin the 30-something. And I also have a comic called Gin Blossoms, a romantic comedy of miseries, which
Where
you
can
can, you can find it on Webtoon.
When do you
And
update?
I update on Monday. Oh God, she's pointing. Make her stop.
You must
I update on Monday.
Did you update today? I'm about to check.
No.
I'm sorry, sir. You have a half hour, 40 minutes to update, and I can't even fast pass. How come I can't give you money?
I don't know.
Fix it.
Okay.
Amanda,
give you
you can
money.
spank him after we're done the recording.
She can virtually do it. I'm sure Twitch has some function for that.
Like Liz can do it. Like
Oh,
No, wait.
there you go.
It says
She's gonna make your ass. She's gonna make your ass match your hair color.
There you
No,
go. Something like that.
there's
from for that.
wait. There's I think I got this. It just says rate on it, but there you go.
Okay, cool. Well, until next time, I'm Colin Caccamise.
I'm Brian Massey.
I'm Sean Holmes.
I'm Amanda Kavanagh.
And you've been boldly going nowhere. Sean, hit me with the outro.
Oh yeah, I think I got it somewhere around here. There it is.
And more, visit Castwave.
There we go.
There you go.
Boldly Going Nowhere is a Castwave Studios production. For other shows and more, visit castwavestudios.com. Wow, that sounded great.